Joe Mitchell,
Yeah,
what are we doing here?
we're making music. That was the single most intense interview ever.
Joe, tell him what we're recording here, what we're making.
We're recording our song called All I Need. And hopefully we'll be able to, show some people. You can like our page on Facebook. Or you can find us on SoundCloud.
And YouTube.
And YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have links on our Facebook page, which is probably where you're seeing this right now. I'll put it to everything else.
Who's doing the interview right now?
Sorry.
Yeah. You are. I'm done.
Cannot take this anymore. Saying everything I've said before. All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance. Less I hear, the less you say. You'll find that out anyway. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. I find the answers aren't so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found bliss in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away. Over and over again. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Everything you say.
Hey guys, I'm Mike,
And I'm Joe.
and we're in a band called Saved by Grace. We are a Christian nu metal band from Ohio. And if you don't know what nu metal is, it's basically like taking hip-hop elements and metal elements and mixing them together to get kind of this groovy, funky metal. There's actually 4 members in our band. I'm Mike, obviously, that's Joe. I do the guitars,
And I do the vocals.
and our drummer, Matt, obviously plays the drums since he's the drummer. And then we also have Zach on the bass. There's a lot of talent here that we've seen, and I hope it goes pretty far.
Basically, like I said, we're a Christian band, so our mission is to reach out to people in need, whether they're suffering from addiction, loss, love, death. Basically anything that they're struggling with, we want to show them that there's someone out there who understands them and someone who can relate to them, or someone who cares. Just recently, actually, we recorded All I Need, which is a pretty cool song. It's not like many of our other songs. Most of our other songs are very heavy, funky little riffs in here and there. And this one was actually acoustic. We felt it would be better to put it in acoustic, make it an acoustic song, because we felt it would be a little more serious, a little more solemn, if you will. And one of the things that I really like about it is the chorus. It says, "You're all I need when it seems I cannot carry on." That really speaks to me, because I've been in points in my life where my friends could help me, my family could help me, but really ultimately the only thing missing in the main part that would help me through everything was God. And I'd always known God, but I never really called upon him and looked at him as a friend. And I'm just glad I called upon him to help me through that. Another thing about the song that I feel is kind of cool and it speaks to me is the beginning. It says, "Living in a society where they don't need a God." It explains itself. Look around. There's so much stuff going on nowadays, so much sin in the world, and people almost look at God as a authority figure rather than someone who cares about them. And I feel like that's why not too many people want to be known to be with God.
Joe, what do you feel towards the song?
Well, I know that one part that really speaks to me is when the song says, there are things in my way that block my view of God, essentially. That's what it's saying. And that really just, I think that speaks to me in a lot of ways, just because it's prevalent in a lot of people's lives that there's just things that keep them from seeing God. They want to be with God, but there's just things that keep them from that. And I know in my life, I've definitely experienced that, where I want to be with God, but there's so many things that sort of keep me away from that, like sports or activities or even people. I mean, sometimes those things could really get in your way, and sometimes you just need to know when to let that go and say that, well, God is all I really need, and maybe I don't need this, maybe I really want this, but sometimes it's not what God has planned for us.
Yeah. And one of the other things that we want to say is, we're not saying, oh, you got to be a Christian, you got to go to church every Sunday, you got to do this and that. No, I honestly don't believe in religion. I don't think you do either. It's because it's not about religion. It's not, oh, I'm a Christian. No, it's about following God. Like I said, I don't believe in religion. I believe in Jesus. There's just a lot of people that are out there thinking, oh, well, I have to go to church every Sunday, or else God's gonna put me in hell when I die. It's not like that. You could kill someone, you could commit adultery, you could worship other gods, and I'm not promoting that you do that, but anything you do wrong, God's still gonna look at you and love you the same as anyone else. He's gonna forgive you for that. All you gotta do is ask.
I know that when I first saw I don't believe in religion, I believe in Jesus, I sort of questioned that. I didn't understand what that meant, but I feel like a lot of people may not truly understand what that means. And that pretty much means that it's not just the practices and the beliefs. That's a religion. It's practices, it's beliefs, it's what you do. But believing in Jesus is having a personal relationship. And so I think that's just one thing we need to point out, is that it's not that we don't believe in Christianity. It's just that we don't believe that Christianity is just a set of rules. It's not just a book. It's more than just that.
And, I said I don't believe in religion, I believe in Jesus. I go to church. I follow the rules. I try to, not sin. I try to do all this. It's human nature to sin. We were born sinners. But I believe that all you need to do is call upon Jesus. That's ultimately it.
And this is pretty much our goal, is to sort of help spread this belief, I guess. You don't have to believe this, but this is what we believe, and we would like to express that to you. And if you want to follow along, hey, we're more than happy to have you along.
On a lighter note, we are serious with our music. A lot of our music is aggressive, it's dark, and a lot of people would look at us and probably say, well, I thought you guys were a Christian band. Yeah, we are, but we're more in touch with our reality and what's going on around us than, someone who's singing about partying with their friends, And I feel like more people will be able to relate to us that way, and they'll kind of, if we present ourselves in that way, they'll see we can, what we believe in, and they'll maybe follow along too. But like I said, we're not always serious. We can have fun too. We joke around. We're always laughing. Like just earlier when we were recording All I Need, Joe was screaming into pillows. In fact, yep, scream into pillows. But and also Joe recorded us talking when we were recording it, and we were talking about Monster and how it
Addiction.
yeah, because Monster's really good.
I've never had it. fiction, and I believe it's wrong. And
Yep. But I mean, you know, we laugh all the time, don't we?
probably the most fake laugh I've heard all day. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that probably is.
But yeah, you can find us on Facebook or SoundCloud or YouTube even. All at Saved by Grace official, because you know, all those people with Saved by Grace names.
Yeah, except for Facebook, it's just Saved by Grace.
Sorry.
If you're watching this on YouTube, we probably have links to the Facebook page and SoundCloud page, and if you're watching this on Facebook, it'll have links to the YouTube and SoundCloud page.
Oh, and hey, you can download anything that we post on SoundCloud. So I know it may not be very high quality yet, but we're hoping to, you know, get some new stuff out there that will be a little bit better.
Yep. And that's pretty much it. This is Mike,
And this is Joe.
and we'll see you next time.